y'all, and welcome to today's video. I have the new Sigma and Angela Bright collaboration. Look at this gorgeous box. I'm so excited. Sigma sent me the Angela Bright Favorites brush set. They sent me her new palette. Look at this color story that they created. Look at this palette. Oh, that's so pretty. I'm very excited. I have a pair of Angela Bright's brand of lashes, her bright lashes. We're gonna play with these. I'm excited. We're gonna do a look. I'm gonna let you know, is this the Sigma formula, the Sigma shadows that I expect? I'm gonna do swatches. We're gonna have a good time. Let's jump into it. All right, y'all. Raise your hand if you have been here since I was setting my alarm to get the Sigma Cinderella collection. I was on vacation, still love that palette, obsessed, and I'm so excited that they sent me their new palette with Angela Bright. I have loved Sigma for years and years and years, and I really am a fan of Angela's channel. She does some beautiful tutorials, blending on another level, and I know she loves Sigma. So I was not surprised whatsoever to see that they were going to collaborate together. I also really like this color story. Just my first impression thoughts. I think this is a really great color story that will appeal to a lot of people. You have your more bright, colorful tones with a navy, a purple, an orange, a kind of like burgundy. We have a little bit of an emerald down here. We have some neutral tones over here that lean a little more on the mid-tone to light side. We have some deeper tones over here. I just think this is a palette that a lot of people will really be attracted to because it's going to offer some versatility. And if you showed me this palette and said, this is Sigma and who, I would definitely guess Angela. Like, this is totally what I think of when I look at her channel, when I look at the makeup that she does. So I'm excited. Let me show you a close-up of this palette and let me show you swatches. This palette is available now. I know Angela has a reveal video up. I will tag her channel down below so that you can check her out just in case you've never been to her channel before. I know she said she's gonna have lots of tutorials with this palette coming. I am excited to play with this. I want to create a look and I want to see, is this the Sigma that I know and love? Because I have not only been a Sigma affiliate for a long time now, but I was a Sigma customer way before that, loving on their makeup products. So we're going to play with this. They also sent her favorites brush set. I know this has been out for a little while. I am really excited to see the brushes she included in here. I do have a favorite set with Sigma as well, and I think it's so fun to like see what other creators look for in brushes, what they're reaching for, what they go to. So we'll play with these. And then Angela does have her own lash brand, and I was super excited to see a pair of lashes with this collection. These are the bright lashes, and these are half lashes. I know you can't really see them so much, but we'll put them on the eyes and you'll be able to see them then. So I am really excited for Angela. I love seeing creators get to work with their favorite brands. It just makes me so happy to see brands and creators coming together, creating, having fun. It just, honestly, it makes me so, so happy. So what we're gonna do is create a look with this palette. You've seen the swatches, you've seen the close-ups. I want to tell you what I think of this. We're going to create a look. Maybe you're on a low buy or no buy, you want to shop your stash. Maybe you're not even into makeup, you're just here to hang out. Maybe you're curious about this palette, want to know if you should purchase it, put it on your wish list. We are going to just play together today. We're going to have a great time. I'm excited. I am going to put down one of my favorite eye primers of all time, the Sigma Eyeshadow Base in Ignite. I'm gonna zoom y'all in and we will create with this palette because it's so pretty. Okay, so I've got my eyeshadow primer down. I'm gonna grab the palette. This does have Angela Bright and Sigma here on the front. It also has it on the back with the shades, and this is slimmer packaging from Sigma, so I like that. I think this is really nice. I want to play with the neutrals and the brighter, more colorful shades in this palette. I kind of want to skip all around. I do think it's really thoughtfully laid out. Like, I think if you take this quad right here, you'd have a beautiful look. This one here, this one here. I think Angela did a really good job, not just with the color story, but also with the layout of this palette. I think it's really, really smart. I'm gonna take this brush from her set. I was actually looking at the brushes from her set, and we have 3 brushes in common between my set and Angela's, which I love because she's so talented, and I'm like, oh, we like a lot of the same brushes. So I am going to grab this one from her set, the E28, and I want to go into this shade right down here, Schmoogala, this really pretty brown. And we're going to start with this brown shade kind of all in the socket. This is really pigmented right away. I will say something I like about Sigma shadows is they have pigment, but they're also easy to blend, easy to buff. You know, when you have a shadow that's pigmented, you don't want to tap your brush down and not be able to blend. I really appreciate that with Sigma, they're very, very blendable shadows. And I think even if you're somebody who's just a beginner with makeup, just starting out, just kind of getting into shadows and blending, I think you will have a very easy time with Sigma. And I'm just going to kind of buff and blend this shade in. I'm not going for an eye look that's super complicated or anything today. I've got some running around to do, some errands. I just want to create a really pretty look and test out some of these shadows. Okay, I have that shade on blended how I want it for now. I'm gonna grab this brush. This one's in mine and Angela's set, and we're gonna go into PDX. Y'all know I was gonna go into this navy, right? Like, you knew I was gonna go into this one. I have to. So I'm going to take this and I'm going to press. So I'm pressing the shadow right at the lash line, and then I'm blending it out, but I'm just kind of pressing right now, and then I will kind of blend. I just like to get the most of the pigment from the shadow off of my brush by pressing exactly where I want it, and then I will start to slowly blend, just little circles up and out, and I'll even bring it a little bit down and around like this. That's really pretty. So you see we have that blue there. I'm going to pick up a little bit more on my brush and build it up to be even more intense, just like this, and then out and around. All right, now I'm gonna grab this brush right here, super fluffy, another one that's in both of our sets, and I wanna go into this shade right here. This is called Basic. I really like that name for this shadow because it's kind of this light, basic beige type of shade, and I'm just gonna use this to kind of blend and give a little more dimension to our look. So I'm just kind of going along the edge of that Schmoogala shade, that initial kind of brown shade that we used, and along the edge of PDX. And it's just gonna assist in blending. I'm not picking up a ton of product. I'm not being harsh with my blending motions, just being very soft, making sure that I have a more seamless look. Okay, for the lid, I really want to use this emerald color. It's so pretty to me. This one right here called Faye. It looks so dark and yummy, and I know you saw the swatches. I have not swatched it yet. that looks really pretty, and it looks like one of those formulas from Sigma that is very flattering if you have a lot of texture on your lids that you don't like and you want to kind of use a shadow that is beautiful and is a shimmer but also won't really emphasize any texture. This formula I think is really, really beautiful. Of course, wear whatever you want, do what you want, but I think that a lot of people really like this type of formula, and it's really pretty. So I'm gonna go into the shade Faye. I'm actually gonna put down a little bit of like sticky primer, like glitter glue. I have one from Bella Beauté Bar. I'm testing. I'm gonna put that on, and then I'm gonna pack this beautiful shade on top. Okay, so I'm gonna look down into my mirror and I'm gonna press this shade on. That's really pretty. So I'm kind of pressing it on the lid first, and then once I have the lid covered in this shade, I'm gonna take it up higher too. I don't care. I want you to be able to really see this shade. It's so pretty, especially next to that navy. And then once I have it pressed on, then I'm gonna start kind of blending it. I just like to get most of the shadow off of my brush, lay it down, and then I will go and blend, 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 blend. Okay, I'm going back in now with the shade PDX and just making sure I have a nice blend right out here in this outer corner. Okay, so you can see there this green kind of emerald shade. What did I say the name of it was? Faye. It's not that super sparkly wham bam type of shimmer. It's a very smooth but still impactful, pretty pigmented shimmer on the lid. So I think it looks really, really nice. For the lower lash line, I've been going kind of like all over thinking about what I want to do, because I do feel like there's a lot of options, but I think it's going to be really pretty and keep like the focus on the kind of green and blue if I go in with this deep dark brown shade right here called Cold Brew. So I'm gonna grab this, and I'm gonna use another brush that is in mine and Angela's set, this like kind of dense brush right here, and I'm gonna put this on the lower lash line. Okay, so I've got the shade Cold Brew, and I'm going to push it up against the lower lash line at first, and then once I kind of have that down, I'm gonna go back and forth and blend like this. I'm gonna bring it down a bit too, because even once I have on liner and mascara, I want you to be able to still see this brown shadow. So I'm just gonna take my time kind of going back and forth blending this one. Okay, for the inner corner, I want to go light and bright. We have this shade right here called Champagne Problems. This is such a pretty shade, very reflective. So I'm going to take this on a brush from my set, and I'm just going to press that right there. I didn't spray my brush, nothing, just from the pan to my brush to my shadow. You see how sparkly that is? That is really pretty. And then I'm gonna see if I need to do any more blending. Usually after I get on like liner and mascara, I'll kind of go back through with the blending brush and just do a couple of like little blends. But let's put on a brown in the waterline. So I'm gonna grab Costa Riche from MAC, and I'm gonna put this brown, this warm brown in the waterline. I'm gonna put black on the upper lash line. I'm gonna put on liner, mascara, and my bright lashes. And then I will come right back and we'll kind of talk about my thoughts on the palette so far. Just a reminder, this is not a full review. I'm definitely gonna be playing with the palette more, and I will follow up once I have my full thoughts, once I've used every single shade, but I'll give you my first impression thoughts. I'll be right back. Alright y'all, here is the finished look. I did put on black eyeliner, some mascara, and I put on the Angela Bright lashes. These are actually in the style Flutter, so I really like the way this look came together. I had such an easy time with every shadow I used. Now, of course, I did not use every shade in this palette. How many shades did we use? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, just 6. 6 shades out of this palette. So I definitely am looking forward to playing with this more, but all of the shades that I used looked like how I thought they would look. They looked like they do in the pan. They were easy to blend, easy to apply. Huge congratulations to both Angela and Sigma. Make sure, even if you're not planning to shop this collection, remember the best way to support creators is to comment, interact with their content. So definitely go watch her video where she's talking about this palette, give it a thumbs up, tell her congratulations. It honestly means so much, I know. So you can definitely do that to show your support. I will also have this linked in the description box. Now, I know that affiliate codes will not apply to this collaboration, but my affiliate code with Sigma is HeatherAustin10. If you're ever on the site, it does apply to most items at Sigma, so you can definitely use that if you like. You don't have to, just throwing it out there if you're interested. Again, I'm always excited to see collaborators, creators collaborate with their favorite brands. That's what I was trying to say. I think this eye look is beautiful. I'm very excited to wear it the rest of the day. Before I go, I will tell you some of the other things that are on my face because I did decide to pull out some of my other Sigma favorites. I'm wearing my Infinity Point lipstick in the shade Scarlet. I'm wearing my bronzer, matte bronzer. I'm wearing the cream blush in the shade Pashmina. I've already reviewed all of these things. None of these are first impressions. And I'm wearing the Glowkissed highlighter palette. I know some of these shades are available as singles, but I love to mix and match. I dipped into Aurora, Twilight, and a little bit of Sizzle, I think, for my glow today. So thank you so much for watching. I hope whatever you were doing, you're having an amazing day. Please do subscribe. I have so many videos coming, not just this week, but next week too. I hope you're having a good day. Thanks again, and I will see you soon. Bye.